Welcome back to e-Vidya, where learning is easy. A quick reminder, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Now, we will continue with the remaining part of chapter number 6, which is fun with give and take from your maths textbook. Okay, we have looked from pages 76, right? 76 onwards through. We have done all this in part number 1. So if you would like to revisit that video, a link to it is in the description of this video. Please look below. We have solved all these problems in that video. We have completed till page number 84. Now let's look from page number 85 in this part 2 video of chapter number 6. Okay, now find the missing numbers. Look at the number patterns and write the missing numbers. What do we have here? 100, 200, 300. Seems a straightforward ones. It seems like the hundreds are increasing one at a time. We have 100, 200s, 300s. Next, obviously, we will have 400s written as 400, 4, and then we will have 5, right? 5, and we are talking hundreds, so 500. Then we have 600s, and then we will have 700s, which is written as 700, right? That is a 0, 700. Now, the next one is B. 8, 900, 800, 700. Again, we seem to be having hundreds, but the numbers seems to be going backwards numbers. So we get 6 after 7. So as far as we're going back, it will be 600. And then we go one more step back, we come to 5 from 6. So we'll have 500s, not just 5, but we're talking hundreds over here, so it's 500. They already have given us 400. And then if you go back one step from 4, we come to 3. We're talking hundreds, so 300 is the next number in this sequence or pattern. Now, C is 50. It's 5 tens, 100, 10 tens, 150, which is 15 tens, 200, which is 20 tens. So, seems like each time we are increasing it by 5 tens, 5 and then 10 tens and then 15 tens and 20 tens. So if we add 5 more tens to 20 tens, you get 25 tens. That will be written as 250. Now if we add 5 more tens to 25, you get 30 tens. 300 is 30 tens. Now 30 plus 5 is 35. 35 tens is 350. We have 35 tens. Now, if we add 5 to 35, you get 40. Let's put up 40 tens is 400. There we have it. Now, the next one is 300, which is 30 tens. 250 is 25 tens. 30 tens, 25 tens. Now, we have 20 tens, which is 200. So, each time you're going this way, you are decreasing the number by 5. 30 minus 5 is 25, 25 minus 5 is 20. So let's decrease one more 5 from 20, you get 15. And you're talking 15 tens, 150. Subtract another 5 from 15, you get 10. And we're talking tens, so 10 tens is 100. And if we subtract 5 more tens from 10 tens, you get 5 tens, which is 50. Okay, the next one is, okay, we have a blank in the first place, and we have 25, 35, 45. So it seems like it is increasing by 10 each time. We can verify that. You have 35, let's subtract, minus 25. 5 ones minus 5 ones is 0 ones, and 3 tens minus 2 tens is 1 ten. So the difference over here is 10. Now let's do it. 45 minus, 45 minus 35, right? Again, 5 tens minus 5 tens, 5 ones minus 5 ones is 0 ones, 4 tens minus 3 tens is 1 10. 10. So you get 10 in each case. So let's add 10 to 45. You get 55, right? Add another 10 to 55, you get 65, right? 4 tens plus 1 10 is 5 tens, and then the 5 ones. 5 tens plus 1 10 is 6 tens, and then the 5 in ones place. And then here we have to go back. Here we went forward, right? 25 to 35 to 45 to 55 and 65, we went forward. This we have to go back over here. 25 minus 10, let's see, 25 minus 10 is 5 minus 0 is 5 ones, 2 minus 1 10 is 1 10, so we will have 15. Okay, the next one is 280, 6 to 80, 280, 260, 240. So how many tens do we have here? 28 and 26 and 24 tens respectively. So over here we'll get 22, right? It's decreasing by 2 each time as we go forward. So 22 tens is 220. Decrease another 2. From 22 you get 20 tens, which is 200. 20 minus 2, decrease 2 one more time. 20 minus 2 is 18. 18 tens is 180. Decrease by 2 one more time. 18 minus 2 is 16. 16 tens is 160. Okay. The last one is 125, 150, 175 and 200. Okay. This could be slightly not complicated, but a few more extra steps, but we will solve it. Okay, let's try to subtract 150 minus 125, which gives me, I regroup 10, leaving 4 tens over here. 10 minus 5 is 10, 4 minus 2 is 2, 0 hundreds, 25. So the difference between these two numbers is 25. Let's do one more. If we get 25, we are on our way. 5 minus 0 is 5 ones, 7 minus 5 tens is 2 tens, 1 minus 100 is 25. Seems like we have a pattern of increasing by 25. So 200 plus 25 is 200 plus 25 is, right? 0 plus 5 ones is 5 ones, 0 plus 2 tens is 2 tens, and 200s, 225. 250 plus 25, 250 plus 25 is 5 plus 0 ones is 5, 5 plus 2 tens is 7 tens, 200s, 275. We are increasing by 25 each step we go to the right. 275 plus 25. 5 plus 5 is 10, which is 10 ones and 0 ones. Let's put the ones in the ones column. Take the 10 ones as 1 10 into the tens column. 1 plus 7 plus 2 is 10 tens, which is 100, right? And 0 tens and 0 ones. Let's put the 0 tens in the tens column and take the 100 into the hundreds column as 100. So you get 3 hundreds, right? 275 plus 25 is 300. Okay, there's the pattern. This is mental maths. I guess they don't want us to use our whiteboard for this problem, but I'm sure we can do it. What are we doing here? 45 plus 35. Okay, 4 tens plus 3 tens is 7 tens. 5 ones and 5 ones is 1 10, which is 10 ones or 1 10. We have 7 tens and we are adding 1 10 to it, which gives me 8 tens. In other words, we have 80. Right? The next one is already done for us. 80 minus 35 is 45. Okay, how did we solve it? 80 is written as 80, 35 is written as 30, and 5. So you subtract 80 minus 30, which gives me 5 tens. 88 tens minus 3 tens is 5 tens. 50 minus 5 is 45. Okay. Let's do this one first. That way we will know what goes in here and then we can solve the other one. 75 minus dash equals to 50. Right? 75 minus dash equals to 50. So, in other words, if we add 50 with some number, we should get 75. So, in other words, 50. Let's put it this way. 75 is equals to dash plus 50. Right? 75 equals to dash plus 50. So, when we add this number plus this number, we get 75. So, 75 minus x equals to 50 or 75 minus 50 equals to x. Because when we add these two numbers, we get 75. So, 75 minus dash equals to 50, which is also as 75 minus 50 equals to dash. Let's find out what goes over here. So, 75 minus 50. 5 minus 0 ones is 5 ones. 7 minus 5 tenths is 2 tenths. So, you get 25. Which is 75 minus 25 is 50. Okay, let me recap this one more time. 75 minus dash is 50, right? Which means you add 50 plus a number, you get 75, right? 50 plus a number which we don't know yet is 75. That means if we subtract whatever that number we need to find out from 75, you get 50, which also means if we subtract 50 from 75, we get what? Right? Which we found out 75 minus 50 is over here, is 5 minus 1 at 0 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 25. So we write down 25 over here. So 50 plus 25 is 75, or 75 minus 25 is 50, or 75 minus 25 is 50. Right? So we have 25 as our answer. Now, we need to add 50 plus 25. Let's find out what it is. What do we have here? 50 and 25. 25 is 20 plus 5. So 50 plus 20 plus 5. 5 tenths and 2 tenths is 7 tenths. And then we have 5 ones, which gives me 75. Right? 75 minus 25 is 50. And 50 plus 25 is 75. This is just like we did the verification for Rashi's problems in part 1. So once again, the link to the video of part 1 is in the description below. Okay, let's do 50 plus 60. 5 tenths plus 6 tenths is 11 tenths. So that is 110. 110 minus 60. 11 tenths minus 6 tenths is 5. 11 minus 6 is 5. 5 tenths is 50. Right? As you can see, you add these two numbers, you get 110. So if you subtract one of these two numbers from 110, you get the other number. In other words, 110 minus 60 is 50, and 60 equals to, let me write it clearly somewhere down below. I don't have enough place over there. So as I was saying, when you add 50 and 60, you get 110. So when you subtract one of these two numbers from 110, you get the other number, which means if you subtract 60 from 110, you get the other number, which is 50. But if you subtract 50 from 110, now the other number remaining is 60. That is what you get. And 50 plus 60, like we said, is 110. Hope you got it. Now, the next one is 320 minus 120. Okay, so 320 is 32 tenths minus 12 tenths. So 32 minus 12. Let's do 32 minus 12. 32 is 3 tenths and 2 ones. 12 is 1 tenth and 2 ones. So the 2 ones in both numbers, 32 and 12, they even out, leaving us with 0 ones. And 3 tenths minus 1 tenth is 2 tenths, right? So 32 minus 12 is 2 tenths, 20. But we have 32 tenths minus 12 tenths. So we will be having 20 tenths, which is nothing but 200. So 32 minus 320 minus 120 is 200. Let's solve that using our whiteboard as well, just to make sure we are on the same page. 320 minus 120 is 0 minus 0 ones is 0 ones, 2 minus 2 tenths is 0 tenths, and 3 minus 100 is 200. There we have it. So 320 plus minus 120 is 200. Now dash plus 120 equals to 320, which, you guessed it right, will be 200. Okay, that's not 1200 but 200. Right? Like we said, when we are adding two numbers, 200 and 120, if we get 320, 320 minus one of these two numbers gives the other number 200. 320 minus 120 is 200. 320 minus 200 will be 120. Okay. Practice time. Indu's pencil is 15 centimeters long. Jyoti's pencil is 8 centimeters long. Whose pencil is longer? And how much longer? We have our keyword, how much. Again, we discussed keywords to identify the operation, addition or subtraction. We discussed those keywords in the part 1 video, and please go to that video from the description below. So we need to subtract. How much longer is subtraction? So we subtract 15 and 8. 15 minus 8 will be, let's count up from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 gives me 7. Whose pencil is longer? Indu's pencil is longer because 15 is the larger number. How much longer? 7. Okay, ask your papa or mommy, price of 1 kilo salt. Let's say it's 20 rupees. And price of 1 kilo sugar, and let's say it is 45 rupees. Which one is more costly? Which one is costlier? Sugar. 45 is the larger number. How much more does it cost? Again, we have our keyword here. How much more tells me to subtract. So 45 minus 20. 5 minus 0 ones is 5 ones. 4 minus 2 tenths is 2 tenths. So 25 is my answer. How much more is 25 rupees? Which one is costlier? Is sugar. Ajay cooked chapatis in 25 minutes. Then he made dal in 15 minutes. How much time did he take to cook both things? Both things is telling me together. So let's add 25 minutes and 15 minutes. 5 plus 5 ones is 10 ones. I'll put the 0 ones and carry the 10 ones as 1 10 into tens column. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4 tenths. So he spent 40 minutes to cook chapati and dal. Chanchal sells school sweaters. In 2 days, she sold some red, blue and grey colored sweaters. Sweaters sold on first day are as follows. Red is 38, blue is 66, gray is 74. Sweaters sold on second day, red is 40, blue is 23 and gray is 89. Okay, how many gray sweaters did Chanchal sell in 2 days? So, gray is 74 plus 89, right? 74 and 89. Total number of gray sweaters. 8 plus 9, I'm sorry, 4 plus 9 is 13. So I will put 4 plus 9, I get 13. That is 110 and 3 ones. I put the 3 ones in the ones column and carry the 10 ones as 110 into the tens column. So 1 plus 7 plus 8 gives me 16. So she sold 163 gray sweaters in both the days. The next one is, did she sell more red sweaters than blue sweaters in 2 days? So which one did she sell more? Red sweaters or the blue sweaters? First we need to find out how many blue sweaters did she sell in 2 days and how many red sweaters did she sell in 2 days. So first let's calculate the red sweaters. 38 plus 48. This is mental math, right? 38 plus 48. So we have 8 ones and 0 ones is 8 and 3 plus 4 tens is 7. 78 red sweaters. And how many blue sweaters did she sell? 6 plus 3 is 9 ones and 6 plus 2 is 8 tens. So she sold 78 red and 89 blue sweaters. Did she sell more red sweaters than blue sweaters in 2 days? So the answer is no, because she sold more blue sweaters, 89, than 78 red sweaters. How many red and gray sweaters did she sell on the first day? More than 120 or less than 120? How many red and gray sweaters did she sell on first day? Red plus gray, right? 38 plus 74. 8 plus 4 is 12. I put the 2 ones over here and carry the 110 over here. 7 plus 3 is 10 and 10 plus 1 is 11. 112. So she sold 112 red and gray sweaters on day 1. 112 sweaters. More than 120? No, less than 120. How many sweaters in all did she sell on the second day? More than 140 or less than 140? 140. Now they want how many sweaters did she sell in all on the second day. Let's add up everything she sold on the second day. How much did she sell? 40 plus 23 plus 89. 40 plus 23 plus 89. Let's add up these three numbers. 9 plus 3 is 12, which means 110 and 2 ones. I put the 2 ones in the ones column, carry the 10 ones as 110 into the tens column as a carry forward. 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 8. I have 15. 152. Which is more than 140. Okay. Is Sangeeta right? Sangeeta went to the market with her grandpa. She looked at the prices and said to her grandpa, "Ghee is 102 rupees costlier than biscuits." Costlier than biscuits. So in other words, how much more is ghee than biscuits? We have ghee for 127 and biscuits for 25. So how much more? Means we need to subtract 127 minus 25. 7 minus 5 ones is 2 ones. 2 tens minus 2 tens is 0 tens. 100 minus 0 hundreds is 100. So ghee is 102 rupees costlier than biscuits, which is true. Price of oil and ghee altogether. Our keyword is right there. Altogether is addition. Is more than 200. Price of oil is 70. Price of ghee is 127. 7 and 0 ones is still 7 ones. 7 and 2 tenths is 9 tenths. And 100 plus 0 hundredths is 197. Doesn't seem right. It's not more than 200. It's less than 200. Next one is price of ghee and 10 kg rice is less than 300. How much is a 10 kg rice? A bag of 10 kg rice is 150. And what else? Price of ghee 127. 7 plus 0 ones is 7 ones. 5 plus 2 tenths is 7 tenths. 100 plus 100 is 200. 277, which is less than 300. So that is right. Oil costs 40 rupees more than a pack of biscuits. More. There is our keyword, more than. Pack of biscuits is 25. Oil is 120. Oil is 70, right? 70 minus 25. Right? Biscuits are 25 rupees a pack. 25. We need to regroup. I have 10 ones because I borrowed 110 from the tens column, leaving 6 in the tens column. 10 minus 5 gives me 5. 6 minus 2 gives me 4. So is oil costly? Cost 40 more than pack of biscuits? No, it costs 45 rupees more than biscuits. Okay. Nisha and Sonu were making story problems. Nisha said, 13 boys and 14 girls in a class. Sonu, can you make a problem on it? Okay. So how do we define this? How do we put this? There are 13 boys and 14 girls in a class. How many students are there all together? Which is addition, right? 13 plus 14. That gives me 7 ones and 2 tens. Okay. 36 men and 52 men waiting for their turn. Okay. 36 men and 52 women. So, there are 36 men and 52 women. 36 men and 52 women. So, altogether or sum of total people 36 plus 52. Let's add up in our mind. 6 plus 2 ones is 8 ones. 3 plus 5 tenths is also 8 tenths. So 88 people. Next. We have our midday meal in 20 minutes and play for 15 minutes. So, eating time, let's put it as eating time. Eating time is 20 minutes. Playing time is 15 minutes. Total is 35 minutes altogether. Or 20 plus 15 is 35. Or how much more time do we spend eating than playing? Means we will be subtracting, which is 20 minus 15 is 5, right? So we spend 5 minutes more eating than playing. The post office is 1 kilometer from Shahid's home and 2 kilometers from his school. Right? So, distance. Post office is 1 kilometer from Shahid's home. Distance from home is 1 kilometer, and distance from school is 2 kilometers. Let's put kilometers as K and then an M. Okay. So total distance is 2 plus 1 is 3 kilometers. The next one is Bunty has read 27 books and Bubbly has read 34 books. Okay. Bunty books is 27. Bubbly books is 34. Total number of books read altogether is 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1 over here. It is 61 books in all. Or in other words, how many books Bubbly has read more than Bunty? Then we need to subtract. How many more, right? Bubbly has read more than Bunty? 14. Let's borrow. And this becomes a 210. 14 minus 7 is 7. 2 minus 2 is 0. So, Bubbly read 7 books more than Bunty. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop this part, and we will continue with the last piece or last portion of this chapter in the next tutorial video. That's it for this tutorial. And once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And like I said, a link to the first part of this chapter is in the description below.